Peter said no sound. Okay, I can't hear you guys. That's the problem. Unless you're not talking, of course, which is.
We hear you.
I can hear you too.
Good morning.
Morning.
No, I can't hear a word that you said unless we're doing a silent version this morning. You're not speaking.
Well, we can hear you. I can hear Peter.
Okay, my sound is bad. The show is yours for the moment.
Well, good morning, everybody in the world that looks into us today. Another Thursday morning. What episode is it today, John?
Sorry?
What episode is it today?
One more than last week.
All right, so it's quite a lot. It's actually 5 years worth of shows. And our host today, Stephen Healy, has actually got problem songs today. But I've got to remind you, this show comes from Kyiv. The engineers are sitting in Kyiv, and I'm surprised we're here, in all honesty. So I'd just like to give a shout out to all the people working for BeLive and getting this show out. And I posted a link on my personal website, and maybe somebody will put a link up to see what you can do to help them. Maybe
it's in the bottom corner.
Okay.
Of the screen.
Is it, and can everybody see that?
Yeah.
John? Yeah. Right. So what's the view?
That's actually being put there by BeLive.
Okay, well done. So click the link now, just to let you know, there is quite a lot of places you go to. If you're not a person that wants to help the fighting bit, there are plenty of other charities, humanitarian side. So you choose, there are quite a lot of links, choose one which you would like to do. Choose more than one if you want. So just pick the one that you want to do. What you say, John?
I never said a thing.
Are you wanting to say anything?
Yeah, I mean, they need all the support they can get. I noticed that Leonardo DiCaprio donated $10 million this morning.
Wow. Right, big shout out to... it makes my 50 euros feel bad. Sorry, I know, but you know, do you know what I find hard? I know Russian people here in Aberdeen, okay? I know them. And it's not, and there are people, I put out a post today about one brave ex-Soviet pilot, right, a Russian pilot who was in their Air Force, walking the streets in Russia, putting out leaflets, etc., saying how it's not a good thing to do because he's got his sisters in the Ukraine. What a carry on this is in. What do you think, John?
I think Mr. Putin's misjudged things. I think it's really beginning to hurt the Russians. It's hurting us as well because of the price of fuel and other things. The likes of Germany must be really worried because if he turns the gas off,
absolutely,
they get 60% of their gas from Russia.
Well, that was a bad move, and I think we've all learned from this. I think we're going to have shale gas in Britain. What do you think, John?
The fracking, I think.
Yeah.
Well, they've tried it in Lancashire, haven't they? And then people have complained. But it's there, and we can't afford to ignore it any longer. You know, it's done all over the world. But we're pussyfooting around, aren't we?
Yeah. Here's the thing. Right. Here's the thing. Okay, everybody. Cars are banned. Electric cars are banned. You're all getting a horse. Get back on your horse. How would you like that? You know?
Oh, well, I wouldn't mind the excrement for use on the allotment.
But you know, I don't know about you. I feel a bit bad about being happy today because I'm seeing, you know, I look at different things. There's some horrendous things happening over there, and I'll tell you, the media in this, I'm going to call it a war, right? I don't know, but the media is really not the media, but the alternative media, the other platforms, social media, really working hard to get each other's story across. But what has surprised me, John, is why Russia hasn't come in and done what they need to do. What has held them back?
Well, I don't think they were expecting the resistance they got.
Right.
I think the quality of their troops is showing, and their vehicles have let them down.
Now, John, I'm going to let you do, what is it called, a monologue. I just need to look out the window for a minute.
I'm not sure what Peter's gone to look for. I think somebody's come down his drive or something. But he's coming back now.
I'm doing what you do. I've got a parcel.
That's what I thought.
Right. So let's talk technology. I got that new Tab 11, and the Tab 11, it's a very fast, right? So, John, I've ordered that other thing for my bike, but what I also would like you to look at for me, because you're good at it. I'm wanting a camera, maybe the Blackwater. I didn't. The Blackview 11 didn't get good write-ups on Amazon. I'm looking someone that I can keep on my chest and take up and take a picture more than anything else, and take my. Can you take your phone? What do you call it? Your SIM card. Take it out and put it in the other phone, temporary. Can you do that?
It depends whether the device you're putting your SIM card into is locked or not. Okay,
I think they're unlocked. So John's good at looking up for these things for me, but I was looking at that 11 one, but I'm wanting a fairly moderate, a good camera, more than because when I went on my bike run, I'm looking for something. I've ordered that. I've got my camera in front of me, talking to them, telling them about the place, and I'm also wanting to be able to bring up my phone and take a quick click. And I've also got my. I'll tell you what turned out well.
What you want is your phone on your chest on a bit of string, so you can go, and then it reels back in.
I've actually got a gadget for that. It's coming today. The other thing is, I got that fantastic little camera, and my friend Andy has set it up for me. Can't get rid of the time and date stamp because it's actually a security camera. And I wear it on here, and it's actually come out very well, John.
Good.
Picture. So I'm very happy with it. I got the car that tried to wipe the van that tried to wipe me out on it, and the man that tried to give us a hard time. All on camera. It's great. So that's it. So what's new with you, my friend?
I haven't bought anything this week.
Are you a purchaser of things every week?
Or more or less, yeah.
What have you bought in the past few weeks?
32-inch monitor. That's still in its box because I need to change my the way my stuff is done to enable it to fit, because I've got a vertical stack, which came from what's them funny? Oh, IKEA or IKEA, as they call it.
Is it? I didn't know that.
And the shelves need to be widened. That means I need to take my printer down, move the shelf up, and then there'll be enough room for the 32-inch monitor between the shelves.
Well, what
I bought a new strimmer.
Oh, right. Oh, that excites me. Not
a 60-volt strimmer.
What I've done is I'm on my laptop today, and I've actually got the speakers. I got speakers from Amazon, 15 quid. So that's my purchase. I've bought. Do you ever buy gadgets and then you never use them?
Yes, I'm done.
So have I. So I can't remember what I bought recently.
Oh, I bought 2 of these the other day. I did buy something.
Let me see. All right.
Stick on LED lights.
We've got that, but they don't stick. So I've got extra Velcro pads to put on. Thanks for putting up, Stephen. Obviously, still watching. Great. So
That was an impulse purchase.
yes, I've been looking through some of the drawers that I've gone. I was looking for that 3 years ago. No, actually find them. So what have I done? Did you watch any of my bicycle run on D-side?
I only a bit of it where you stopped and you were outside the petrol station.
Oh, that's the last bit. That's the last bit. I thought you were.
I was working on the morning that you chose to do it. So
what's the best day for you to watch my live?
Thursday.
What, did you
I'm
see
not
me?
on a Thursday. I forgot I
my-
have bought something else.
Okay.
A new calculator with a roll printout.
Okay.
But the height of excitement, isn't it? Look, to do me VAT. Yeah.
The other thing that I done the other day, and it's what platform, I went on my normal Facebook page on my phone, because I can't get it. I'm going to have to make that decision. I got my Facebook, I went on and just spoke. And it was on for ages, speaking to people. I don't know if you noticed that one, did you?
No.
I was sitting yapping away. And so I'd done that, talking about things. It was on quite a while, actually. Every time I went.
You were?
Oh, Stephen, are you there?
I'm here, yeah.
Ah, right. So, can you hear now?
Well, we can hear you perfectly. Can you hear us?
Yeah, it's okay. I can hear you perfectly now.
What was wrong?
I just need to make an adjustment. Facebook update, I think.
Ah, right.
Excuse me.
Everything's changed and everything needs sorting out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Back to you then.
Yeah. No, I was enjoying listening. In fact, I'm quite happy to enjoy listening. Okay. Yeah. I think that Ukraine. I don't know. I mean, we hear rumours now of the Russians using chemicals coming both from the US and from the UK.
Yeah.
I do think that at some stage we're going to become involved. We're dancing around on the edges, supplying equipment. At some point, somebody's got to stand up and say, right, okay, we're not going to allow Ukraine to be overrun, and we're taking action.
Are you prepared for an all-out war then?
No, I basically, if things go on as they are, the Ukrainians are going to be slaughtered, and that cannot be allowed to happen.
Can I just ask someone on my link? What do you call it? My Facebook thing. Could someone put a link to this? I'm going to put it out on my Facebook page, if you don't mind. Somebody could do that, and I'll try and get people in. Yes, because I'll say, come and talk about Ukraine. Okay, is that okay?
Well, we've done something this morning in the UK. We've sanctioned Mr. Abramovich.
I noticed that. Yeah. So, do you think he's a good guy or a bad guy then?
Well, he's a friend of Mr. Putin, isn't he?
Yes.
I mean, as far as Chelsea's concerned, there are two sides to this. And the side that he's played in the UK and with Chelsea.
Yeah.
It's been a good thing.
Is any chance could someone put in our messenger, our group message, the link to this? To where people can see us.
To where people can see us.
I'm wanting to try and
The,
invite along it, maybe in my Facebook page and see it and come along. I'll say talking about Ukraine or something. Come and help Ukraine or something, if you don't mind.
Just give me a minute then.
Yeah, no problem at all. Thanks, Stephen. So, so what would happen if the government took over a share in Chelsea then?
Well, they're not doing that.
Right, so what can the land do? Sell
they're
it.
granting it some form of license.
Right.
To trade.
Okay.
But it prevents him making any money. Well, we don't make any money anyway. It's a money pit.
Is it? Do they not?
Only the football club is a money pit. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Right. Interesting. It's an interesting turn of events. But do you think in Russia there's going to be something happen? Think of all the enemies that may want to go after him now. What about the Chechens? The Chechens don't exactly love him, do they? I'm surprised they haven't risen up by now. Really, I'm surprised that hasn't happened. Stephen, if it's too much trouble, it'll be okay, chum. I just thought I'd take an opportunity. You used to put up the links, didn't you, John? About where they could find us and see us.
Sometimes, not always.
Okay. So, what have you learned about the Tab 11 then? Have you learned anything new with it? Just the speed of it, actually.
I love the quality of the screen, really. The screen quality is stunning.
Are you using it today? No.
No.
Okay.
I'm on my PC. It's up there on the shelf.
Right.
I've started, because of it, I've got a SIM card in it. I've started taking it to the allotment with me, because before it was a pain in the backside to use a tablet down the allotment, because I had to take my phone, turn my phone into a hotspot.
Right, okay.
To the hotspot. Whereas now I just open the lid and there I am.
Right, well done. I'm just going to copy this. Copy it up on my Facebook and hopefully get people coming in. I'll just put that there. Come in and...
Oh dear, keep yawning.
Ukraine. So I'm putting in, come in and help Ukraine, and I'll put a link. And we can tell them about the link. Is that okay? Right. Let's see if somebody comes in. Right, okay. That's the most I can do. See what happens. We'll have to look for people coming into the page. I'll open it up if you two want to chat away. Thank you. Right, I'll see if I can find my... I'll go to my page. No, I'll try and find it on... That's it. I found it. I'll see if anybody comes in. Right, so so what do you do for a SIM then, John? I'm looking for a cheap SIM to put in it with data.
You haven't got one in your MiFi that you could transfer?
That's right. No, the other thing I was wanting is a cheap SIM from my phone. When I get a new phone.
There's plenty of... You just type cheap or low-cost SIM into Google and you'll be bombarded with offers.
And you get lots of data. That's the main thing, data. I want to take pictures.
Yeah. If you're taking pictures, why does data matter? Because if you set your tab up... when you get back, it can upload to your OneDrive.
No, it's more for a phone I'm thinking about. That's it is. It's all confusing me.
Well, the same applies to your phone.
Okay, well, I'll do that.
When I get home, this automatically uploads to OneDrive all my pictures that I've taken on the day.
Okay, is that your Huawei?
That's a Samsung phone. Doesn't matter. It's just an Android function.
Right, Stephen. Now, have you been in touch with the engineers or not from Ukraine, the people that are putting this on today?
No, I've not had any conversations with them, Peter.
No,
Nope.
no news from them at all.
No, they're just carrying on. I mean, what they don't need is basically they're not talking about it. They're just doing what they can to get through this.
Okay.
That some have had to move away,
Okay.
and I think they're actually ringing on skeleton staff at the moment, and just let them do it. Right. Okay. I was watching Mocco Novo on Amazon Live on Tuesday, and he had a gentleman with him from Logitech, and they were going through the Logitech range of equipment. So the C920, the Brio, and then they came up with this. And I'm just going to demonstrate it. Hopefully, I might disappear because I'm not totally sure that this is actually 100% yet. Well, no, it's quite good, but it's this. Okay.
Well,
I have got some. No, well, that's close, but I have got. He said, "Just give me a second till I'm back where I should be."
Pardon me.
Minus. The thing is that every time I use the darn thing at the moment, it seems to reset my Logitech camera. But I've got Logitech lighting. Yeah, we are powered today by Logitech lighting, which is. I mean, I used to have the soft boxes, yeah, and they were big, they were giant. This is about 3 inches square, and basically it allows you to set your mood and to change your lighting accordingly. So
this is LED based.
It's LED based. It just I've got 2 of them. I've only got one on at the moment. It just sits on top of the monitor, plugs into a USB port, which has got to be on your computer, otherwise the software doesn't work. And I've got new lighting, so I'm going to unbox the second one today, which is here. Okay, that's it. Hang on, let's put me full screen for a minute. That's what it looks like.
Okay. Litra Glow.
Exactly. And I am lit by the Logitech Litra Glow, because if I turn the lights off, you'll notice a difference. Okay.
Which
Turn
means
them back on. Hopefully you'll notice a difference. Every time I change it, though, the layout of my camera changes. It's connected somehow. So I keep having to redo the camera. But as far as the lighting is concerned, I'm quite impressed by it.
60 quid.
60 quid, correct. You found it. I got 2 of those, and they will feature on the show today. And hopefully people will buy them. That's the whole idea. But I mean, the soft boxes I had for 2 years, and that they took a bit of a battering, really being moved about and not being knocked over. So I took them all to bits, and we went off to the tip. Well, not the recycling centre, and they've been recycled now. But I now have the new lighting, which is working.
Just to let you know,
well.
We've got someone in Facebook. Let's see who it is. If someone's come in, hello, new person. Give us a shout who you are. Maybe somebody that knows me. If you want to make any comments, please make a comment so we can see who it is. Okay. Right.
I've got the feeling that we're alone now.
Right. There's somebody else watching on Facebook. Yeah.
Right. Not according to the studio. There's not. And this is the thing that broadcasting on Facebook now. There is literally nobody watching. Crickets.
Yeah.
There's no audience on Facebook at all.
There's a thing to talk about. Shane Ward. Wow.
On Facebook at all.
Well, if I go to the Facebook page, it says there's 2 people watching. Well, if I go to the Facebook page,
okay, and
it says there's
I can hear you, John.
Well, if I go to the Facebook,
you're sharing sound. Okay, and
I'm not on the Facebook page any longer, so I don't know how it's sharing sound, and they've got the volume turned off.
Look, I'll show you this. Put my big screen.
Yep.
There's 2 people watching. I'm one.
Right.
Because I'm on Facebook as well, but the sound's off. So
yeah, I can't see anybody.
Comment if you don't mind. Yeah. It's funny, is it? The amount of people just watch when I make a comment. Oh, say hello. Anyway, right? There's nothing you can do. Wow. So, where did you find those lights then, Stephen? Why did you come across them then?
As I say, I was watching Marco Nova's Amazon live show on Tuesday, and he had the guy from Logitech with him, and he showed these lights, and I thought, well, I've been looking for a replacement, and those are there.
Right.
And I've got the one working now, and I'm going to unbox the second one this afternoon live at 2 o'clock, and then we shall start selling.
No, see, when people, that's a thing, isn't it? Unboxing, that's a thing now, isn't it? Getting a new box and then opening it.
I'm the world's worst unboxer.
Yeah.
Especially if I can't find where to unfasten the darn thing.
Oh, I'm
this had tape at both ends. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd never get something brand new, Peter, from Amazon and attempt to open it live on air, because it just wouldn't work. Yeah, because there's a there.
Yeah.
There, 4 different places. And then you've got to prise the box off. Then you've got to lift the lamp out. No. So no, I will be doing an unboxing of sorts. I'm more interested in doing a reboxing. In other words, I put things back in the box so people can actually see what actually comes. Because Amazon don't actually encourage unboxings, yeah. Because anybody can do an unboxing. What they want to do is to have your opinion about the item that's in the box.
Right.
Not. Yeah. I mean, you can show how it arrived, but they don't want to see everybody do unboxings, because that would get monotonous.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm grateful for that.
So have they got some rules and regulations that they want you to kind of stick by them?
There are rules, things that we can and can't do.
Right.
It's very difficult. It's very difficult to do politics. It's difficult to do religion or sex. You've got to stay on point and talk about the products that are actually down the carousel. You can tell stories about them, which is what I do. But you cannot send people to another page whilst you're live on Amazon. Right. The whole idea is that you actually keep people on that page.
Yes.
So you can't put links in to send people to other places. Yeah. So,
and how long have you been doing it?
I've been doing this for 7 months.
Wow.
And on Tuesday, my show on Tuesday, I earned $106.
Yes, you said that.
63 for a 2-hour show, which is far better than you can get on Facebook and YouTube. And if you sort of do that pro rata and say how much is that a year, it's $24,000.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It's not inconsequential. Marco celebrated his first anniversary on Amazon Live on Monday.
I saw that.
He's made $10,000. Yeah, he's made $10,000 in the last year.
Wow.
It's good.
It's okay.
And
how many hours do you think you put in for that?
Well, I put in 2 hours. I finish work at 3:30, 4 o'clock. Yeah.
Right.
I don't start till 2 o'clock. So I only work 2 hours a day.
But you see, the thing is, you do your tour. It's just like when you're building a business, you've got to do the groundwork and the groundwork and the groundwork, and you think you're getting nowhere. Then, bang! You've sold the biggest item ever. That'll make you a fortune.
Somebody switches on the lights. Yeah, I mean, you've got to show consistency. You've got to engage an audience. I mean, today, Blabbing for Written will have about 50 views. Yesterday, I had 5,500 views.
That's good.
Of the 2-hour broadcast, and 140 of those switched their microphone on. 140 actually listened to me, and I can get you the latest figures from yesterday. I'll do an update now, a live update as to what happened yesterday.
And is it just America that's watching you?
Nope. It's people around the globe. David Burris from Canada was watching me yesterday. So it is people from around the globe. You've got to be on Amazon.com, but that's because that's the only place we can broadcast on at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You could do with one of these lights, Peter.
Yes. Well,
you are very dark, Pete.
I am my dark. Hold on.
We just saw a glimpse of Sheila.
Oh, yeah.
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 Morning, Sheila.
Just done the shopping.
Get out of my kitchen. No, I've got a guy actually doing he's doing a course today out in the garage, you know. So something that has been great because he's done a course that takes a week away from home, and he's done it in 3 sections of 2 days. Well, I'm happy with that, from home. Is that any better since I put on that light?
A bit, but not a lot.
Shine that on me, darling, please.
Shine a light on you.
No.
Oh, shine a light. No, put it down towards me.
Yeah.
Have you got a lighting engineer now, Peter?
Yes, I've got everything.
There you go. How's that?
I don't like that little lights.
That's
Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't like them. Is that better?
Yeah, much better.
Okay, I don't know who put that little lights in the ceiling. I hate them. I'll be buying one of that things, I think. Right, anyway, back to what's happening in the world. Have you bought any diesel recently, any of you, or petrol?
Well, I bought my diesel last week and I thought it was costing enough. But yesterday, the local station, which is not the cheapest, was 168.9 for a litre of diesel and 157.9 for a litre of petrol. And it takes less work to make the diesel.
Yeah, so, I mean, I never look at prices. I should. So I'll have to find it to tell the guys go to the cheapest garage we can find.
Well, mine, but that doesn't always work because you end up burning fuel to get to the cheaper
Yeah, I know.
station. Yeah, I don't know. I fill up about every 6 or 7 weeks now. I don't do anywhere near the mileage I used to do.
I hardly do any mileage at all. I think I do more mileage on the bicycle. You know?
Yeah, well, they should be taxing those, don't you agree?
Oh, they'll tax it. Once everybody goes to work.
Yeah, cyclists should have tax and insurance.
What do you mean?
It's so easy to wind up, isn't it?
Do you know, I had to explain that to my friend Andy yesterday, or no, it was my other cyclist friend, and I told she didn't understand it. I says, look, it's an emission tax. But I think everybody should be paid the roads. I said, you pay council tax, yeah, you're paying for the road. When you paid your tax on your job, that paid for the highways. People don't understand it. They don't understand.
I don't know. All I know is I had my council tax demand and it was a few pennies short of £2,300 yesterday.
Right, okay. And do you pay that in a one-off, John, or you pay out through the year?
10 months.
10 months, yeah. I wouldn't have paid up front because you could die, you see, and you wouldn't get your money's worth.
All right.
I've been looking at these new funeral things on the TV. 1,500 quid. They turn up at your door, knock, and says, "Peter Stewart lying here?" "Yes, we want his body. It's in his will. They take you away, cremate you, come back and say, "Here, here's his ashes." That's it. 1,595 or something like that. Lovely jubbly.
So no service included in that, Peter?
Nothing. Take you away and burn you. That's it. And it might you might even be burned in England. You go in a van and you lie there, and the person next to you go, "Hey, I'm Peter. Where are you from?" "Oh, from Elgin." "Oh, I think we're going to Birmingham to get burned." "So I've heard." That's how they do it.
I could do it for cheaper.
They're coming away. They're coming to take you away. Ha ha. Do you remember that song?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so that's what you can get. And my local undertaker was chatting, and you do, believe it or not, he gets requests for a cremation when nobody there. He says we get requests to take them away and cremate them. No service. Did you know that happened, guys?
No, I wouldn't have thought of that happening at all, because you do need a chance to say goodbye.
Well, that's what happens. When I'll maybe go that way, and I've told Sheila, they'll say, "We never got a chance to see them." Yes, because you never see them at all. You never come up to see them at all.
How does Sheila put up with these rants?
What's that?
Yeah, indeed. Sheila,
Yeah.
Come here.
we empathise.
See it.
We do empathise.
There's the dog as well. But that's the truth of it. And we've had some strange funerals. Sheila's ex-husband, he done that in a hotel, right? Another guy that I know, he went to a community hall and everybody walked away and left it. I was down in Dundee the other week. We went to a church and we all then travelled to the cremation. And this one, the coffin actually went down. In Aberdeen, they don't do that anymore because people used to go ballistic. And there you go. So that's the way to sort out your family if they're not speaking to you. Gone. What happened? You never come to see them anyway. What's the problem? Huh?
Right. Okay, you mentioned Shane Warne
Yes.
a few minutes ago, Peter.
Yes.
Yeah. Probably the best spinner there's ever been. Best wicket taker. He spent, once he retired, he spent his time training youngsters to play cricket. He was just an all-round gentleman. He was a how can I say this? Because you don't. He lived his life to the full. I think that would be the way to say it. Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Well, he had a few ladies and given them a massage in the end. Did you know that?
I wasn't going to mention those three ladies.
Oh, well, I mentioned
it. You did. I mean, he was taking something as well, wasn't he?
I was a liquid diet or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't mention diet to me. I've put on half a stone. I'm not happy about it.
52 is way too soon. Way too soon. Definitely.
It's unbelievable, you know. Sheila's determined to have a meal and everything here.
Oh, it's a kitchen here. I'm starving.
Has Sheila just been to Tesco's then?
Have you been to Tesco?
Aldi's.
Aldi, I'm an Aldi. Well, you know I am an Aldi.
With a Marks and Spencer's bag.
It's just that I was shocked on Sunday when I returned your duo call, and you were in.
Oh yes,
Tesco's on a Sunday evening.
Oh, I go all times, me.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to go shopping after 4 o'clock in England on a Sunday.
Ah, well, Nicola Sturgeon lets us shop till 10 in the evening. Have we got a 24-hour shop still? The big Tesco's in Aberdeen's was open 24 hours a day, so was Asda.
Yeah.
So you've got to think of people on shifts, all those sorts of things where it's more convenient for them. And I've even heard of people meeting in the aisles and getting married at late at night. Yeah. Shopping aisles. Are you coming into this show or not? Are you going to sit in the bar, sit here, chipping at my shoulder? Carry on. Don't put a telly on. Right. Where are we?
Okay, who did the paintings on the fridge?
Oh, that's Sheila's granddaughter. Yeah. To Granny.
For the dogs.
That one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the main thing is the Aberkill vans. Can you see them? There you go. Get that in. That's what I leave with customers. They go down well, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
People phone us up because they're on the fridge. It's subliminal advertising. Kids love it, you see. I want one of them on the fridge. Lovely jubbly. All part of Peter's marketing. Oh, there you go. Yes. Right, I'll speak to her later. Right. Anything new, guys? There's not much happening up here in my part of the city. The big debate is in Aberdeen is whether we should open the Union Street for the buses and taxis and cars used to go down, but that's been temporarily pedestrianised during the
pandemic.
Yeah. Sheila, would you like it back?
What?
The buses going right through.
Right through.
In Union Street.
I'm never in the city anyway.
Undecided, you know. That's the big debate in Aberdeen.
Nothing happening in Devices. It's all quiet.
Nothing happening here either. All quiet in Solihull.
Is that right?
Yeah,
when was your last
nothing going on.
When was your last in Birmingham City Centre, John?
2 years ago.
Wow. Stephen, do you go into your town centre?
Every week.
Okay.
But Birmingham City Centre really isn't our local centre anyway.
Okay.
Yep. Sorry, Stephen. We talked across.
No, it's okay. I mean, Solihull is your place. Solihull Town Centre.
I don't go into Solihull Town Centre either. Fucking help it. It's a hell of a place to get a parking spot.
Yeah, you've got to be down from the town centre to actually get a parking spot. There's nothing in the centre as such as
or you park in Morrison's and then work into the town centre, but they've now cut their parking to 1.5 hours because so many people parked in their car park and never went in the store.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, isn't it? The store car parks become used as municipal car parks.
I did go into Solihull Town Centre a fortnight ago. We went to Pizza Express after Dottie's birthday party.
Okay.
But
we no longer have a Pizza Express.
All right.
Oh.
It's expressed itself away, has it?
Do you know who came into my Facebook feed the other day when I was talking? Fraser Ramsey.
Well, I still see his regular broadcasts when he's hurting himself at the gym. He goes live in the gym and then goes when he strains his leg.
He's a funny little guy. I think, but he's been podcasting for a while now. He gets some people on, doesn't he?
I don't watch his
He's
podcast.
He's on Haps TV.
Haps, is it still on the go?
I think so. Yeah.
Talking about Haps,
Still on the go.
Friend, where's Corinda?
Hopefully, Corinda is okay, but he's not joined us this morning. He was with us when we were live yesterday at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
So he joined us then. So that's the last time I spoke to him, was yesterday.
Yeah.
He usually appears as soon as I go live. He'll appear as soon as I go live at 11:30 today.
Yeah.
And he will be asking questions and making comments about something that I'm not talking about, which is
He always does.
And he'll have
he comes along with his.
Are you on today at 5?
He's a great guy. He's a great guy, but he comes along with his own agenda and his own questions, and yeah.
But we still miss him when he's not there. Well,
True.
I'm away down to London next week. Am I going to be able to come on the show? I'm away on the 15th, which is Tuesday. I'm going on the sleeper train and then meet the show. So I'll probably miss the show next week unless I can get into it. I'll bring back my pad with me, you know. And
what you could do, Peter, is pre-record something, send it in, and we'll show it on the show.
No, correct me. I can't get it on. What can't I get it on? Samsung?
Why can't you get it on your Samsung? It's just an Android device.
I know one of them says, "Oops, we don't do that." I think it's his phone. Be Live.
I've got Be Live.
There's a Be Live. Yeah, there's a Be Live mobile app which is iOS only, and that's the broadcasting studio. Right. And then there's a Be Live app which is Android and iOS, and that's to be a guest on the show. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to look at the link we've already got then, right? Because one of them says, "Oops, we don't have that." Right.
Yeah. I mean, if you just want to record it, Peter, just go to your camera on your phone and just press record, and you can do a short video and then send it to us.
Look, it says Be Live Studio. Oh no, we don't support this browser yet. Please copy the link and paste it in Chrome.
Right. Yeah, well, that's because you're opening it in Samsung's native browser. You need to open it in Chrome.
Right. So copy a link. Link copied, and then open it up in.
Or just to make Chrome your default browser instead of Samsung your default browser.
Right. Paste. So it looks as though I might be able to come on next week then. I'll have a look. Yeah. That's it. It's working now. What would I do without you, John? So that's it. Hopefully I'll get in and I'll show you the pest control stuff. I'm going to wait and look at electronic traps, which have been working okay for us just recently. You know? And you know, I think I'm a visionary. I says, what would you like to see? I said, I'd like to see insect traps that lets us know there's insects in it, and bakeries and things like that. Do you know what they've gone and done? They've got insect detectors with little cameras in them, and it tells you and shows you the insect.
Oh wow!
And they've even got this is in Deutschland. They've even got traps with cameras inside them, so if it's a hit, you know what's there. It goes off, does its job as well, and also shows you the pictures of, oh, they've got a rat, they've got a mouse, oh, they've got a cockroach coming in. Because at the moment, to monitor for in bakeries and food places, we'll actually put down sticky pads, you know. But we've also got sticky pads for rats and mice, and good, I'm glad, because they're looking to get them off the market and all. You can go to B&Q and buy them now. They're horrible things, but we're going to be kind of licensed to do them with strict criteria, because people put these things in their loft and everything, And the poor animal lies for days and days, dehydrating and everything. So we're glad that they're getting banned from the public, because they don't know how to use them properly. So, yeah. So it might surprise people, but in my industry, we're not out, we're kind people as well. We're nature lovers, and we're not out to harm things and make them, we've got to do our job. That's what I'm trying to say, humanely as possible.
Yeah.
So that's,
indeed.
I thought, I says, oh, wouldn't it know? Great to know you've got insects in your building. Yeah, click, what's a German cockroach? Click, it's an Oriental cockroach. Click, it's a centipede. All that. Amazing. Bet they're not cheap, that's the problem. I'll find out in London. Has any of you ever took a sleeper train? What I like about it is you can go to your bed in Aberdeen and you wake up in London and there's no fear of missing your stop.
Indeed. Yeah.
The only sleeper train I've been on is the Orient Express.
Oh, you're jealous.
It was a very long time ago, 1980 something.
Yeah.
80?
No.
Yeah, it might have been early 1990s actually, but yeah.
Well, one of the things I do to get, I suffer from not getting to sleep. Before it's been better. I listen to a train, put in earplugs, and fall asleep to the. But when I go on a sleeper train, for real, I can't sleep. What's that about?
I have no idea. Waking up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Your brain's racing.
Yeah.
And you can't get rid of the thoughts, so you get up. That's a sign of getting older, I think.
Is it? Ugh. So going back to your Amazon Live, have you got regular people that watch? Have you got like a subscriber list as such?
I've got a subscriber list. I've got 180 subscribers,
Right,
but they don't come to every show and they don't get notified of every show. Basically, the audience comes from, if I show, probably can't find anything now.
Oh,
if I show this lapel microphone, if I talk about this lapel microphone, then I will appear on that page.
Right.
The Amazon.com page for the microphone. If somebody is looking at that page, and I try and pick the popular pages, if somebody's looking at that page, then they will see my video, live video on the page, and they'll click on that, and that's how people find you. So they find you because they're browsing Amazon.com looking for products, and if I show a lapel microphone or a camera or even a new light that I've got from Logitech, then people actually have that way. As 5,500 people arrived yesterday. But
a question I wanted to ask you from the past, what was the platform that allowed you to become an Amazon? What do you call it? Influencer? Insider.
Yeah.
What was the platform that said, yeah, you've got enough people watching? Was it Facebook? Was it YouTube? Or was it LinkedIn?
You basically, Amazon take what you're doing and they say, okay, you want to be an Amazon influencer, and have your own storefront on Amazon.com. We need to know that you actually are an influencer. So what we're going to look at is we're going to look at Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. And if you do have a following on those sites, then you can become an influencer.
Right.
That's the first stage. That's open to everybody. The next stage is I want to broadcast on Amazon Live. And in order to do that, you actually have to download the app, the iPhone app, and you go live and you're a trainee. You're on probation. You've got to do 90 minutes of broadcasting. And when you've done your 90-minute broadcasting, you can apply for a review. Amazon look at the videos you've actually done so far on Amazon.com, and they look at your recordings on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and they decide whether you're actually presentable. In other words, do they want you on your on their platform?
Right.
Do you qualify from a numbers point of view? Do you qualify from a presentation point of view? If they say yes, you then become an Amazon insider. You can go live on Amazon.com 24/7.
I thought you had to have a minimum of £500 in one, 500 people on one platform.
There's no published list of numbers. They never give them.
Right.
We'd all like to know, but there are no qualification bars. Basically, it's done on a person by person basis. I mean, the whole of the Amazon.com isn't run by robots. Amazon.com/live isn't run by robots. It's run by people. There are people who actually watch your videos, and they praise your performance, and they say, right, okay, how many people should we actually send over to this broadcaster?
Right. Yeah. So going back to the ones that you've done before to even get in, they've looked at the pre-recorded videos you've done before, like this, for instance. Can they find you on Facebook here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Because of my problem with FB, what I think I'll have to do is set up my channel on YouTube, and then get my followers to go to YouTube, and then I don't know about you guys. Stephen, are you using TikTok yet?
No, it's TikTok. No, it just goes whoosh over my head.
Well, I'll tell you something. I'm actually looking at TikTok at the moment, every day, and what I am watching are two guys that left Scotland, and they've went to Ukraine, and they went all the way live on TikTok, right? They've actually stopped by Russians. They've had all their cigarettes stolen. They've had their tires shot out. I never went to, but they actually got a real scare. They were frightened. They said it was the worst they'd been. And what they're doing is they're going around picking people up. They're contacting them, and they're taking invalided people out and stuff like that. And it's all on TikTok, and they have live interviews and everything. So I'm quite enjoying TikTok now. You know.
Good.
That's what I'm gonna use it. It's quite simple. And you can play their music on it. Did you know that?
Oh, that's good.
So they've got music.
You mean copyright music?
Yeah, it's there. You select what you're going to do, your film, and then you click a button and you look at what music you want to play with it. If I do my pest control now,